Baby omu kan ni ade ade nyina oban ma woni mbe ya adwene se na yentu Galamsey ho ana meboa ni yentu Galamsey ho eye den na gine eye doma is the man where the man central minim ho babia eye kiremasu amasu nkran kwanta ana se hi Kofi Badukrom eye den na nanu ye akopa honom ese kodru babie no se ne minuanom ade ye campaign ni ade no inshanka nyame se MPP ta me enye Galamsey ho ede be na akoba mami enyi krata ba ko a ira mama obie na no ekae wo mra na oye vice president o kan sem bia na very instructive until I was expecting say he will walk the talk but then what the clock the John I have this document here the compilation of a free mra oye vice president be president tie asama o kan edify Galamsey issue ho ye ne no abu abono a adane abebono eya dia mpanifo no kasa wo mu enhwe yi papa oh him from was a Galamsey issue we should not use it for politics to kan esamram so wo pani nasma waka no emodu ye nyina no high politicization President Mahama condemns politicization of national issues the okan Galamsey dia no yenwie no me de be ma na atiefo so atibi na obi akopo owu aduraba na aso mpafe o hyebo e wo mra ye vice president afa mra o ba eko opposition no na akufu adode ne magu na kwan mu a eduru bebe unu say asojafo ba mu bia ebeboa no we okasem we so ye 4th May 2018 was say former President John Dramani Mahama has criticized the new patriotic government for its inhuman approach to dealing with illegal small-scale mining in the country. According to him, the government deployment of a joint police and military task force to rid the country of the illegal small-scale mining is counterproductive. No, can't ask him no. It is a whole kind now for a Judia. Se soja ni kopie eye esunafo honum baby. Na sem krofo ko bibia e soja fo e ho asem e hu hia yen. Na wo asem na kan wa hwe kutupa. Entin dia meka kronisa manyofo wa kina bi ntino ye didi a yen na ne aboa petempadi etri ne nipa hu ohu nyeso openam na we odi aba bebo yen. E ho de nka Galamsey ko ba so da ben. Na ye quickly na yewura odi Amerikaba e na Galamsey no me gitu se yi me nkrofo no ye bi. Is it enough? O bie wa no akase me nkrofo ye bie no is it enough? O ti ase wada roma is it enough say me nkrofo ye bi? Eduru babie waka kire say ye wo national organizer Joseph Yami. Eduru babie waka kire say wow first vice ye abanga wo mu ye bi. Wa refer di ama yoko. Se me ne ye be che mi anka yoko di America ke de atwamene bo atome so inshanka Harry Nedrusu. He's such a great man. What you say? And can you come the boat to me so and can you drain? Meaning you bet your mammy. And the one was saying, Pentim Pampan, so are you right? Or the Cassa me brebenia, the Ade Cania, the Adinino. Or sir, was Sassa, one going the moon. That is any was a capman when you moon. Men croft when ye be. And Tiano, baby, not any hocrano, and they trap. And on me tear court proceedings, a year the saying, a wound to mediate. Bako bema adansidie say even baby a no mo kasa room to be a you no kra no and no mo ba ye aye west I say obi a okopo wu adraba your excellency John Dramani Mahama baby akodro no e ho no mo de ankedim ni honom enti wo a wo na de wo kopo wu adro di aba no sempempen so a e de akodro no dia opani wada roma owu anti e wo say otimi ja odin wo ho
ba ye kan say no so no fa yo mama yen kai so say sa ensase hu entokwa peria ya na ewa hemfo no montem no so no and also in a way contributing because enene se kasa nananom emwa na yentimi tu Galamsey ase na we ko wo se asase ne ye memedea enti ensese mo ba ho na we ko a in a way no there's a tension enti mo empanyimfo no wo so no mum no mo ko a wo hwe na Galamsey ese no so afa ase
no so ye assemble
any na calmness e wo hono mo a any wo de so mo ne bo you can direct it say
obahima
nana say anase nana say bi ahwe in as much as say aban ye na famu die nana say se bi ade so mo bo aban say aban enweki apa nana no so wo ma say but here's the case that there's tension too there
obahima me no ye adwene o kwa me bre so o mi se matena sunyane matena barracks da minim wo meta alcohol pa o pe o meyimu regions a emu dua ebono so ka ho bi since when did you hear center kwa ho no in recent times what is happening ya ba ya to about 2024 the obi be painting ya sisa himfu bi ase and into the omo ye no the rippling effect ni bi no ebono ma mo pekasa o minim bono papa say wanchi na obefa ko say hefa na obefa ko say so wo pa mu di akofa hafo de wo hwe ni padua na atumi say omo obi omo pasomdwe enti ni ma yakikan nyina ye di jawa ne adi aso awo ye numu kasenti no eya ye hweye me no ya dwene ese sabe se eyi asono me emuhia eye asase no e de beda ne yantam na so na de afiri baabi na ko baabi ye busa se krokoto ye nkase krobesin ehimfa na obeto ye na de no ayaka ho a ene ma de nsam yi baabi Galamsey enie ene atra na obetumi aka nse me nkrofo ne ye bi no asere so na obi a wo mon kompon hwa de no wo mampani waka no kre is it enough whether what you promise us sure His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia okika eyema no utimi se eye kama was he will license all miners doing responsible mining the policy you know na kwadi bani bi no as long as miners mine within the limit of their licenses no mining in river or water bodies there will be no longer be any seizure or burning of excavators or say fully decentralize the minerals commissions as well as environmental protection agency and ensure that they are present in all mining districts. And Sanaba say we will collaborate with the large mining companies, convert abandoned shaft into community mining schemes. Now Sanka say we open more new community mining schemes. Senya yesha say mebrebe na ho make na me nuebowa. Yes, me you na excavators na no machine no. Meka enya asem. Ema mosomo ka bi. Efredi akoba ya mosomo di excavators. Said the namo kase from pop what is bia ira na mo sire no. Hana bi su so abeka. Mining na yi boss na so ono so abeka bi. Eni nti no se obi ye na nya na wo ba no wo shatade ese soro abofo. Na fe ye kotwe wa mo ase de hyemu no de se a wo kye bonsam de a. Ghana fo ye nkrofo a wo ma dwuma bi ye hwe niema. Media me mpa ebo ni se buru man ye yi a wo man na yiye ye bedi bode ye bedi mankan ye bedi banchia ifiri honom eni ti mesre wo mo ni na fom na nanom wada roma akwada mintimi ntumufo na so ne democracy nti no media ho brase se asombrofie dwu a e na krama nya dabre mo ada roma ebunu man nti emu ni penti mo nso am man ko bonu fi yase ebunu man ti ase senia Asante man ti ase senia Achim man ti ase senia Ochim man ti ase senia man yakua hu nyina ngona man eni srim man ti ase no mo masomdwe ntrase mo ada roma abar ba ye de bania no a asomdwe bia mfiri baabi enche mo amonsem penifo se bi bebo amwa ne ho nte so ane ho ntina no mo ada roma kotodwem mo modern na asomdwe mra
Mate Meda Sepa Kenneth for research you say good morning sister Bena all the three people in your studios are looking very nice inti mo compliment eno no yes
mo fe na ade adware ye
honorable I don't know how to say suit come pay me say na just na jam de be
na so anya ade ka frem nkam de bi beba
o ba nke chi ba se mo say we season of
football world cup
say the mini obi so jam pa na o ya mouse slot 6 wo do mu nyina kwa America wo nu am opposition kabre ba ko
ona ka cho say amanes honorable Bondi so the one has
Abai His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say His Excellency call London and onwa di na nudu some kotu yase so best sponsor onipa ba ko me na akọ hwebo awo amanoni no $11,000
this is for Galamsey
and intino obe rely on ekuekuo na ade football associations ni ayi na ekuekuo no so ntimene wo ka say marahye bedwem ni ba kokura meka ho me nim ba kompo a ya kire ne se Wofa nipa ba ko bra ne fa no kwa brochire angwe ho ball enti no me nim bebia menua enya information ni free
in your parliament
onipa baako din onipa baako a oye mrahye bedwani a ban ama no kwan so fa nipa baako nko hebo a bo mrahye bedwani ni din na bo nipa no a
emon sisi a
ode ne call ye
no emon sisi a
na bi ofa yo so me hekel no
o de bi o se
no me so man
you edu ha me
I think say nuama ni bi o tuku mframa mu saa ammoa yen wo bei wo di book a tete a ya tro be 200 years no asesa begu a ki kan samu a MPP communication so na obey and now they are begu na ki kan sam
na sa bible say ya ki tete atempo no enti di atete e
ka sa tete din na me hell wonni abutre ba kokro ni bi oh me nua ba wọ́n sẹ́ egudie na yetu no forma ye friend gold no ukosoro ba forma Ghana for dia akwa
ya we di matemo
me ya no ya no ha ma drink do
over your misi jai honorable di how honorable kasa
serious you didn't mean come on do
Ghana for ye dia ana Ghana be bia say look be bia gold wo ho na obi mpo nim say esirem ye betimi pre gold a commercial value no be nim nyina ke nim say gold den ka oba santimem de ba central region kakra bi ni ade call eastern in a gold no western was say but look greater Accra no se ya gold appear nyesa afi na appear e wa ha na momi been discovered what you say e wa ha dada into no gold ne die ewa babia atosumie no gold ne Ghana for dia Ewurade dia acha yen ne obi na dua aye memum aye Ewurade na dia acha yen afei dia Ewurade dia acha yen no ye betimi amana yen hira ana se nume e dia ma yen ni ankasa ye ho ye betimi amana yen nume se ye betu no kwambone a ebesai yensuo asai ye kwaye etutu form asai ne basa betimi aye no me amayen e wo saa kwan no so e betimi so amame aye nyan hira wom nhira ne se ye betu ne kwan papa so a emfo ye ne eni oha wo ma memom ebe yenya gold no ho enso so papa eno no eye ye ne Ghana fo ene e wo ho tumi se de ye pe no ye de fa afei se wo hwe gold ni tuo na maka semo ya kan ayakwan ni nhihye miensa so ene woni fatu gold no ba ko ne san die ewo asase nani ya wo bebubu kwaya yantan aprapra form kakraka excavator wo bubu agina ha enti kwaya fa ne se nyina hini kwaya na se no wo bebubu kogu na fe no aboba no nkitenkete a gravels na wasase nani no ni aprapra no gold ni wo mti ehoro wo de fa blanket so na fe no wo yi gold wo mu ane yakwa baako eno no esei yensuo esei ye kwaye agigya sase ne basa te se dia ochona ni ho etoso mienu ani se ya ye platform bi a ye frɛ no dredging machine bi abɔ ho a ye frɛ no chamfan ni ye de tu nsuo no ye de tu nsuo no mu a machine no etutu form nsuo no mu akonya gravels no begu ayi no so na wamo ehoro egu nsuo no mu na sɛn nsuo na dan nsuo na niama nsuo na yepoto acid ekom cyanide ekom mercury ekom amansuo no asai ayepoto mienu we no esai Ghana yasase ni yensuo eno no menya yanka yenyai eno emo bia enti makasa nka licenses kra yedi mamye di to agudie no enke yentwa so se yema alluvia licenses se yedi to alluvia gold
that is the way
exactly atoso mienu nsuo mu de obi ama licenses ekoto gold wo nsuo mu
sure
atoso miensa aye long shaft de no eno no eye obi watutu fom kakra na wakohye aboba bi hye fom ho ana gold wom nti abo no na wububu ade kwa fom ebubu di kwa fom ebubu di kwa fom eno no enhyeda antutu ahwea enkogu nsuo mu nsayisuo no enhyeda mubu kwa yantan emfenwo ndi sa wo hye woni eye large scale miners na mine yie no ebi ti se wo ko Anglo Gold ebi ti se a friend is saying na saying kra ba ko bi abepie mu wo north Cardinal Maldini for mine omo ye no a nya di omo prapra form tutu form gu ho bebre no aye long shaft no aye hard rock any a mine eno no ensayinsuo ensay bibia eno no hwe ni yi ani ani se safety measures a wo de betu ho a ema woni e kofom no enko wuo safety measures mi gide preko pe wo makoma mu se nyina de adwene bekwa no so na alovia no ne de ye ne nsuom no ye twemu kura I am highly criminal, highly extremely criminal. Nanka yetimi aboye nnuama mienu ho ban a enka de ewrade de ache yen se ye gold ya asase mu no ebeye inhira ma yen enye numi ma yen afa me nua batie si ebekoso de asem ya ma ayamanyosem ne yem frede enye no se enye na de eye no ya frane se eye memum ye bebo no NDC MPP ya nukure wo mu se ye nko ba bia ye wo ya ne ebewo menu ya ba president wono no na o ma wo na ni party mu nye na ba mu ni party mu wetimi yi wo mu ama say you konya wo mu investigation tie mi yi o any dia president ba konso ono ani sector minister aya ne hwehwem ade hwehwem na abatu dwase me na me ye land and natural resource minister nsase gudie me na me hweso na ye be ma license ye ma o me na me de me nsa sha ase osimasi wei wo ye dia ensem fata eye illegal mining na president mi ko gina Kumase ebo dewro gongongongo he wanya illegal mining o do ye no ye ne kwan so pepepo enkrofo mi enu ho na hye ne enkrofo kutupa si woni ye dia wo mo ye nanso si ye beka ne saa ne de bia ye bo ne dewro saa be ye den na problem no asolve me nua ba me say ensem bi wo ho si ye ka wo ye man mu si ye di nkomo se o man ne be ye yie kwan ye di nnuama be fa so o man no be fa ne ntima pa fra on miss ekuo bi wo ho a they are not qualified to be part of the conversation no. I mean, I will welcome the media, the clergy, the social, friends saying, all well-meaning Ghanaians. But you see, it's worrying to see the NPP behaving as if though they are now coming from God, so white, so clean, so holy. And meanwhile, they are the cause and the trouble of this country. I sometimes feel so bad. So unya MPP for and they are adding their voice to national discourse on certain areas in our conversation. It's worrying. No, unfortunately, no. As a senka by this time I may no. MPP4 would have adopted the strategy called shutting up strategy. You didn't know baby. Now I said you boy mine said you could Ghana for what na nnuama ekoyie no me nuaba yine hini asama ye ken eya hinfofo na anya wo mo asam se ahifa ye fra was jene sabio wo you see the character listen jene eya hinfofo ana wo bisi asase we ya media wo bisi asase we ya media wo bisi asase we media His Excellency Mahama illegal miners akoyin beton
illegal miners also ajewon
enintino
so it's not just
na nanu man fufu ba boa yen kakra na ahobrase ne ani die mu otumfo say tutu dem bondi a this am sorry answer
aye hini ye
wa ho mu ahobrase ani odo wo ma o
mapia o
ani pa wo pese o man konanim no ya odwene ho ante ase ani ntina na yinyina ebuwo enu me bi no na frɛ wo mo won kwala no no wahemfofo
but also no if it's within
Ghana
within the jurisdiction
America
because when it comes to chieftaincy
there
no
utie the America no a obeti ase
because
utie the America na obeti ase
fasem kwashi
wo ya me kira ne se na dagbon nyina ba yenye na no tu mu na de so ya santimemu so nya santimemu ye nyina ne yakutuma na o intina na man ho mede so na de ahemfofo ne de o ahye Galamsey ni mu no na asase a ye pre ho no ye pre ho de enti a ye pre ho ne se Galamsey abehim me ni ho evidence sa na tie na mum se sa na tie dia ene ye be sere na no mo ayen na de a ye ya enye ni ye pese ye jai ni ye bo ho de wuro si ye nya yi na so hwe kwan a ye fa so kwa na mo so ye ntimi nko mo asam saa o ti ye be sere se na de odi wonya ya call ba ko se o nyina bedwo se de be ya ahensam no enfri Galamsey asam no mu na Galamsey no enye illegal the way it is that we deal with it the way it is but I think say yeah man see adiniye membra metra won keka bia nkonfa book aye dada hinim nia na metrotro ya fa bebu won keka bia yeah your only relevance will be to be MPP communicator which of course will not help you because you are a nice gentleman I agree enti ahobrase ni ani die
no ba bi odeko
Galamsey no
biji wa no amwosu
amobia anenti
odeketu abejike
dia yade atukwan mu a yade Galamsey asam sesee no ebebu ayen yanyi wani a wonsuo no nyina mfiri ho number 1 nsuo no so nyame ya adom na nche nyame ya adom a nche
hold on essay and the communication conversation no in a way who confusing me no kompo am me host so cause yenyi wo mo no Mr. Yenyi wo mo nyina mfiri now we have blue water guards we have 9 months
exactly
so what you say
exactly
so
that's the point I'm making to you say yenyi wo mo nyina mfiri so what it means is that the blue water guard must be working and working hard and I believe they are working 9 mofo ejuma wo mo ye no dede wo nyane na ejuma yo ko grounds na ko he na wo battery for team kwa in fact Galamsey nsam na akọ form drastically
okay
akọ form ye enche na me ya domo a we leading some crusade me fam to just see a insio na ye hu se ni airport wo no insio no ene bete
mate
na ewrade bebu ayen and some people are not qualified for this kind of conversation yeah you wo mu free me ya kan ya pe woni e wo pepa ya di wo mu aye eduma no but if you allow these people to come and sit here and train tantrums they were in power for 8 years they glorified Galamsey they hailed the Galamsey they made Galamsey as their heroes
so make us say what time was
crab say they now want to be
farmers appeal to government to release funds for fertilizer subsidy na ejumu so ejura nkranza techiman go so na eye sa nkronkra mabobo so nyina ye bia kuayo ekoso pa ewo honom na ne kuafo no se eye abanye ba ohyo mobo se oba obema eye kuafo fertilizer na wo motimi e de aboa wo kuayo ejuma na so say no fertilizer na mma omobo piniye a Ministry of Food and Agriculture say sika esa finance ministry release ma wo mo timi to fertilizer na ade o mo nsanka ye tie na de say delay yaba o mo say affect wo mo production pa farm produce dudu anka ese wo munya ebra ese o mo apply fertilizer we nyina ya ade a ede o how pa e na aba wo mo so nti we any asem a wo mo de atoja dog at na one match nga me call politicians ni me no so but dog at na watch nti
me birthday dey so man in casa
adentia So but no me late dog me pacho.
Yes abra. Abra me da se.
Na femini on yetri modern. Eni ay3ka na mudi.
Eh honorable many nje de we. No me ntu bi afo hase. Dog me kasa pacho.
I think say aban no man ani ko agree kan ye on say Ghana no unfortunately intimi ndu baby a ye all round planting nti I depend predominantly on the weather nti I season and times don't baby am no aban bia wo ho a so settle priority na eno nso no in setting it no wohwe mia na say sectors are push the economy in general. In say agric is the backbone of the economy. Enti any kwanse to tonase. And I feel so akuafo dwumadi omudie no eyemre and omudidi duma. Eti say ebra omuhia say yedua ebro yedua banche yedua brode yedua any other item bia na say neoma bia e behia o omayimu no ese se omotimi enya ho akade na omde ye oboni fra no input na wadua wie no at least we depend on the wia ensu na abefo kwanso so fertilizer would be the obdo adwuma odi agu in obayase na anyi enti time ayese enya saa nutrients na ade no ama ebetimi afesi difficulty ayesa akra wa wono na so feed ne kama when feed na wan hwe ya dem de ninyinu ni adekra na ayede ato ba enti enomu na me hwese nka aban no ye sha afiasi nka all the sectors wo timing or the amount of money as all the ma obi then you have the timelines because in recent times I bet trouble say agri sector na nkasa sika potin and komu hia pa no man breso ya te say kata sembi ni ade ekoso any ade but ye pese sika no call on the field fertilizers na ye hia no say call na akuafo no nsaka on say food security we intensive year yemfani agro it is a koba say the betimi ama ye food security and supply akofom no no ya nyemfi ho ntema at the end of the day no say you are solving one problem but you end up creating another abano no sika sem ne ade no ye hwese be maintain inflation ye hwese be maintain exchange rate ne ade eno no monetary policy measures ne ade ni na no will be intact hwese okay wo fiscal aspect no so be discipline ba wo ye discipline so so mo ni ko ho se eno mani bi wo ha eni kwan se uyu ani fi ho wani fi ho pa obenya mfaso wo ebi a monetary aspect any some part of fiscal discipline and as measures no but say to a large extent we want say it will come back and bite you ye fa say biam ye bebre ya ye bobosi se do say nka banche bode ni ade tomatoes bare ni hia na say ba na emma in the quantity na hia na aduane bo betimi ayede eduano ho betimi akwa atwe kakra enti won se no won se food inflation o ha na ekoso enti ye sha afiase na wo hwese nka o diska bekwa na anko na adem of day no eduano boy den a we interest to protect inflation na o man ye low no won se wan hwia no amnato bakakra enti me sure se honorable atoforsen ne Minister of Agric omo enkan entuma mom na animanimu ye nkata sembia ne ade bia whatever that it takes for them to do their disbursement omonye ntem megidi say a chance mu ye abitima a check akra by this time they say nka omanya fertilizers na omode de omumfu de eni kwan so omma ekom de akuafo no me kira na de meka nyina say so omo nya no buy ne bibre kwa na omo income will be affected and you may be almost a second committee will be affected.
And you can say that the nation was a food
exactly.
security.
Sir, said the medical can do say, when a household level near dinner, a bit creative issues, difficulties. After you heard on national level, so a bit my creative issues. He said, in your tomatoes, a certain volume to support near your imported from Burkina and many other places, Niger and many other. Now say, you intimate up to that level now. Everyone said you are not bed a bed. Na ho ebe kwatwe nso a school feeding program say it will have some ripple effect on other areas ebi awokwa no wadwen dey ama ho and message say animanimu ye no in fact any kwan say to okra from cry say ye disbursement na nkofbu wa any kwan say ye delay or mu cry no be o mu hia bia because I don't they said you presidency or more enko phone you know in person or enko phone be e dey feed your man now man so economy no one sector e very key no the agri sector and the one way na o my come this sector na one kasano you are shooting yourself in your foot, which wouldn't help us. And the ones over ya dear pa or honey but a horn bones are Thomas. And message and paying form and NC forms. The president crab bemwa onche and manumia na emfa fertilizer being here and a cure for. We have always been subsidizing for them, which helps because it has national influence and has an impact. Inti ni kwa say di agrokra na momo den na omonsanka nya.
Okay, mate. Ofayo.
Obahima idase. Me nie se oba ntem no beto ma me dokuno manka ba the fireside the voice in kebebo apa. Em say Sunday school watch radio. Inti book ebu amna me ntimi enmo. You nakafo asom good manners for better life. Say the way nya botre ka say nya dia. Ento kwa no be no so abeka obebo bis. Dia kodro no ba say o de gym e na ehihye wo a e na wo me ya. Wo be kasa tim. The Bible says Jerusalem timen kamano ntum. So never should expect anyway, memra sem no nursery. Me tu mira me kiresia me tu no so ntini so. Mentna ha enkasem obra mentimi kire me source. Na me kase yewra mama or your vice president or can say me 18th December 2011. Let us fight Galamsey holistically. Let us all stop the blame game as to who was encouraging or not encouraging Galamsey operations on our land. And forge ahead to fight the canker. Or can say when he was the vice president or co-opposition was here near Yasimano. It be near say one year of president in India, Nilsem or kind no. Now me say yes, I'm a proud MPP communicator because you can't cry, you can't say ye home faswo and a Ghana funya. Send an million busa say hospital back come with me and Kumasi went to mention one social intervention, proper intervention. Na men can't say with school feeding. Into me kasa me proud. You the free SHS by me proud. You the Metro Mass Transport by me the buy. Empo boss abo ni di Neil Antivanda Pominia drip you know. Ya mfa man ko benya dwuma ye. Kabia kamu yiri sinje. Every possible e bia boa hiafo ne mobrofo no. Ye ne de buy. Na men kasa wo awon wa fairly farmers. Wa fairly teachers. Wa fairly nurses. Wa fairly doctors. Adwumayefo esu yensa bu etri so ya pia sinema yenhunu umbom na amekasa na sem akasa MPP for can be no me nia samre no you are too big say bit makasa asem no MPP for opposition in tax and you catch us in tax say asam dia wo ka you should apply logic any reasoning na MPP for woni o man say ba MPP na ehuna mane adwuma papa ni adade nyina yen ye dwene kan ye adwumenti yen kasa na wo be kasa mo ba won jeni afi no busam say when they can say deputy majority chief whip and wo dina parliament you were there e bia na because na say mo tan konti you are majority on paper or say what check 2222 ni achama mo ana were you not there who deputy majority chief whip who call it opa we are make we am yako
no deputy
minority chief whip deputy majority and American minority chief whip deputy
na wo bo wa bro na wo sa
and we dina parliament nye ba bia
minority they say MPP
MPP na American
minority
deputy whip and we dina ho and we say we address abambaben some one on that speaker and we say near ebanie none of the NDC members are no more wo dia unta manti wo bia ntime ya no national me gallery me hwe bie Obahima the sources are there or say me boa next week omra obema omra Femin komasem no so Obahima hwe kokwa akuafo cashew abrofo atoko ukosiremu a eye west scratch koko de na den ye your mampani boni ben ye ne na no wa colleague MP eye atebubu amantem eye standard sanja nanja osu ejado obiru ahoyi wo say me police station you say chairman ba ko o pesika kakra na wodi akogu eso sabre duani mebo a wohwe bi and walk out to say mente ya kramate so mampani e 200 million se mfa makuafo kamo fa bi mra eno nya pipi ni na e kan wo ba ye no communication yetimi e ma sources enkata ada de yam de bay okọ America New York ye wo big shop on mo a kata bia di 300 years wa me atinti 5 for obetena won mo wo be den wa kasa so I am proud to associate myself you kata nyina me am dia me krebi me fa bi so bom e de ben amafo tie yen so Obahima ensem na ekoso on areho wa hwe atabubu omo ato amamo several years na se wo mo na ekasa wo yi ankoye ba ntema wo enne na agitations aya baso no eba 90% if you NDC for now na wa no sebe yesi adamo frifie enipa no boa na kodu na akodu sampempen so a na de airtime na areho ni say ministers cabinet ministers minu asatwede mu medisika ma me fama ana wonche ni na ba honum bia na since when so unya president a we weak no free say me botayam de ba ensem be patri Ghana for de me pe me fa me careless about more there is no measures you bet me asem wo sen kepie no mean lesser ministers so cabinet ministers finance and a Greek what you say wo nyina mi afi and ya tiesi abonten enya kuafo botaye ni say ye beku sika no wo mo die ni say o promise yen se koko no uja no 410 cedis akufo adeko 31,100 mo buy America krato so mo ye free no kra mu ntua eno no mo hwe o na nya ni se ye be wie ni ye gina ho ena kuafo na munya botre ni ye nya botre ben ye mu kire yen 24-hour economy me sem when this ya kamen ka ho bi da ye nim guas ye ben ben sin suom no ham ye kan se adi free SHS ba ye ba ya afina mu ye confuse so you are prioritizing your koto plane for my buying no one nem na kuafo hu na mane akuafo asem de Obahima e ba yen kan personally enye kasa boko se de egu nsan o akuafo asem se ya nhwe ye na kakuafo a Obahima o ho ofe e kombe de o be man wa yase o be wafu abonema mesume be manum kokon ma betena se enti se ko akuafo e na me anso so no makokwa yem da ensan so na shemida mimna komani da makunu baabi a mema ebu ntinia makunu baabi a wo mo ye proka enti kokwa akuafo say ya hafo odi fa hin go so ayom so anasa odi fa hin fa say bias western north benchmark ana odi fa mu feature honom ana santimam ha ana voter reading akuafo ye nkrofo bi a they should be held in high esteem. What is happening? Mo baby am matoto akuafo ajeje mu and you ask me say MPP ni me ba ya o mampani we dey me too for Council of States make am bi enti me nya Council of States ma bi no na ebomu no Jerusalem ti Ghana nti akuafo nti adwumayefo nti eya nimdie wo se de boa yenya no I will never say make a quiet outside this you know how gentle I am me nian wonim na ebomu niamba ekoso no je de wonwen wo man no beka say na say na yesi ya dia politics me betra makase me SD ni SD na dem ba ya enka the spirit of prophecy books any Bible me kan kama hymns me to akere wo de dem ba ya politics na ebomu no I am not doing politicking I am doing politics. There's a clear distinction and ya na manfo enim that me de ensese ya dia politics amanyo no politics ni ho no a emwa and there is no politics and religion are two sides of the same coin. They are compatible because the essence of politics is for the public good. And into the whole church names and the church here. Now the body do so etu jemu a wan kusa ebehie no. The Bible say ya ochi animka no. Wan chia de. And mean if you are sitting here say and MPP says here Bible asem wo kan. We a Pentecostal am an Adventist. We elder so me elder. And the Bible say senya won tia futuo no wasebre kon no won chia de enti nyama na ye ka no asem bia no discipline ene anim ka no enye do but it takes the great to be humble say the minion no can and you may do you like it one kasano say a constituency I heard say na otwi na beko can you that be na kwanda kufuado and the more yedin yam work for I'm telling you are my brother yam work for inyan sam na kika no sem kwa yan twesonka Galamsey baby na ndro na se ne akoduru abono ne eka don't sit here to justify it say president ya betrasi and we bie na no waka do you know the kind of time why dey ma sankrofo no benevolent saboteurs okay kene no mase kire nyame so mpo apam ahoden wa betena honom aya and am enkrofo na eye bie ni ade owie no decisive decision be do take what is say you kwa frɛ wo mo yɛn fa kra mu mienu ya kristofo yɛn ka bɔne anim na se yɛbɛtena ho na akufuado na we senswen na akufuado ka so anya Galamsey no attorney general one so ka say anya Galamsey no way so what is he say oversight as compared to be a hypocrisy wo show even crop for nyina ye bi oye sa no man ye chechire no you should be bold yan ka bɔne anim nyame ntie nyina ho yɛn asase ni ya boarding dey mayen moja nam hwed gutu o mayen aduru yɛn so sɛ me no mienu ye be bi di atoa so ne yɛn ya no kura ni nya atomye ɛne honhom yɛn ka no kura people na ti so a say it me I am present people no nyama bu na nya na meka openly and people know me for that
obrasom medasi asama oka ye I mean for the purpose of clarification first deputy minority whip Habib Idrisu accused the government of covertly sponsoring supporters to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. He alleged that the majority MPs and district chief executives DCEs were allocated 2 and 3 travel slots respectively, demanding an urgent briefing from the sports ministry. That is the fact. Honorable.
Intina echrese enye aban bi anasa aban aye wosu ana abefre Adomako Baafi ana aka kire ne se o ya wo ko UTV a ya di slot miensa ma MPs into kokasi ya di ama won na mu woni MPP fo a ana allege wo parliament se edi wo mo anum bosrem kan ni allegations to say na yesu sisa ban na mum na woni nyina so bi na se wahu MPP mo kasama mukuo no efutuo ba ko na bre ma mo ansa ye wo komasam wo futuo obi a wo be fa na be bua o mi amenia kodwo ponkruma honorable abo afuase ayere ana okan semi na mete it is not his quote but
is it a book
ono na kan mete I see in every political gathering somebody is being used. If you look round and you do not find the one that is being used, then it may be you. Be careful, you will be used.
Somebody na okay. Na wo di a niam ekoso anya no wo ya use
na den abranti oni abotre kakra
dabi obahima wo address me eni ntia wo se metimi yi na
no one address
wo say it may be you
what asema okoti obi
wo de ketua bi ba na akwaje kese keka ko na my so keka de ko na wi
oni abotre ba kokra
me ni abotre
wa nka betobi ma
wo a wo ne hardnesses ni teachers
so wo de men
wo de na wo abotre
no kra wo me say fertilizer sami o entina de bia medi nkan aka se ebra ye wo mi ye pe woni abetimi aboa aban I criticize aban constructively na woni ato aban fo ni nyina bo ma chichiro man na eku MPP de enko mo nka ho menua ye nyina ga na ha no ye nya akwanya betra mama dwin se ye nkwa na enim de ekoso
baby odi nam tangentials
ye nyina ye wo ga na ha ni me se ye ka de wa ma fertilizer ekuafo ne wan ton wa ma won no dia make ekuafo free so de be ye adwuma na aduane abu Ghana ha nkoko adwuma ye fo ni woni ye adwuma bia nya fertilizer no aya his excellency John Dramani Mahama na banya na 2016 ye fra abahemi ye free abahemi no ana MPP fo bae menuaba fertilizer ne akofa beto ho si ya nchicha makwiafo no ne di poto kasa atwerasem bi wo sa fertilizer no so nti bottle no be si atwero so not for sale a kire say ade we yamfa masi ya beton enu kura MPP for gina so ton ma Ghana for 80 Ghana cedis fertilizer bag ba ku bia 80 Ghana sikada da conference 800,000 omo ton ma Ghana for ekwiafo 80,000 ade ya kofa ba ya tworo no ade mama yanton entino dia asase ya chiche makwiafo no omo je big wo mane guwa nsuo buru na mane pro ye poto ye huni nyina wo man yi mu yenim MPP so ne ban fertilizer samu a yenim menu aba me no kase mi ame bra penny ay3ka poku minister wa sha se a wo chiche fertilizer ba ko 40,000 bags already ogusu a wo chiche Ghana so ekwiafo doors ya mi ame ka ho mi wa he mi asum fertilizer ne bebre akame dia menya no me de be ma menua no ma ayekua nanso Ghana no so enuama ye no adoso and say ekwiafo aka say minister ye hia fertilizer wo mu di kan ni kwan so ano no memo so konya wo bi a wonya akwanya no fertilizer yakokra ba o mem si emfa ma ekwiafo a wo beton di ye no ebe gina tutu nsam keka nsam basa sabi no share ya robo. And in America said these are not people who are supposed to be part of discussing issues concerning this country. Because what did you do when you came to government? What do you have to see? Yes, you got fertilizer, mark your phone. Said your mumu ye no na. I say fertilizer. Do you understand? Say Emma. That makes you say, I obeti me akane sa. Ekwiafo dodo sen na oni omo akasa. Ekwiafo dodo sen. Mini uka say anope. Se yɛmfa ne sɛ yɛn ɛnan yɛ yɛwa he ɛmumi yɛnsa yɛdidi ansa ne yɛbɛtra na sɛ fondi midi ya wobisa sɛ anɔpɛ manya aduane ade a memɛka sɛ daabi menidi yɛ ɛno nso nkyerɛ sɛ wɔni a mu a mowɔ ha mu nidi yo ɛne nti no the fact is that ɛnyɛ wɔ biara na ɛnyɛ de sesei it doesn't mean that distribution ɛnkɔ so distribution is ongoing but sure sɛ even this June 2016 yɛ 2026 June yi media beda ho ne say over 40,000 fertilizers are gone, some are still going, and integria for matimu asam na ye no kra mu ye fertilizer mo de bay mo adwuma honorable ay3ka poku obi enim say ba na kua adwuma yo obi ni Ghana ha wonim sene no enti odi bibia gu akwan mu a oye ni pepepe his excellency Mahama ni instructions so and one di ye adwuma. Look, ebe ye o, ebe si o man ye, de be si ye kra ye. Ewurade ya ye free MPP, amamwo a adi ye ko wuo ni ose ye mu. Ni odi ya be hye his excellency John Dramani Mahama nsa de. Wo ye dan ye, ebe ye tie me. Ye wo man mi. So nim say nkomo ananka ye die ni say the level at which ebia ye sika no ahoɔden ɛkɔ fam no ebia aba fam kakra. We've never talked about how much the CD is appreciating against the dollar until His Excellency John Dramani Mahama comes to government. Why are two force in minister? Any me a nebra penny Dr. Isiama, Abe Bank of Ghana governor. That's assemblea and Tida. And then no, and near Mamuago, sa program ya diabetua, ya create Juma, Emma, and never call market baby. Unye duane tonani bo on the war form. It was a well thought through programmer. Kwaswa, Minia ay3ka Poku, and the as a minister for agriculture, that sector. And intimate ceremony, ekwiafo. Fertilizer ni eguswa ye chiche. Ebedru baby Ubia benye bi. Ebi meska wonsa obetimi aka eye nokre. That's how we build a nation. And no ntino samoka mudeka eye nokre. But the fact is that fertilizer ni eguswa ye den ye chiche. Enche ewrade adom obi ansa beka ne de. Na Ghana wanya afa ne tuma pa frey. Kwa ne ebeko yenim na nuama ayeyi ama ye nyina me nuaba.
Okay, me da say. We did the shuttle na ye Brennan so kaka krebi na ye be. Nowhere to run.
Agent block type. No, they try.
Agent blocks to me lawyer. Na lawyer dia pe could be akasa say any ye be any determination be a course or ya dear any engine want to sabre or per se what's an inchen and answer or withdraw as a want to me lawyer ne no an attorney general and so say or any more say a court no a objection be or reason ye before the court no eddie ruling ebeba whether so be penny ama a lawyer and the appear could be as stay aside and now say what akosoa edi assembly zabere agent so block say won't me say wujai doc we dem so 3 minutes na ye brena so ne fan sorry
Arameda so me cha Mr. Francis is here or Confanoche Hospital physiotherapist ho abna we ni na de emrasem emramu no obia no ankwankwa bia na se individual bia no ho kwan se onya asem a court sem a obepe obi gina mama no se ne council ana se ne lawyer no mu na akonta mining ene honorable Antwibosiako enya honorable Andy Apiako bi se ona onye ne council na adiomu no court proceedings ni ade nyina mu no ni nyina na ya yewo processes ana se kwan a se ode de efaso be bi kra na court kra se o start case any ade nyina no ye won hyehyɛ ewo ho a obia se we de utimi ediso koba asem no die na nso ankasa nso a ewo kwan bi a emra hyehyɛ to ho a se yede eye adwuma se mu bia no eto chima wo a wo ye lawyer ana se wo a wo ye defense counsel ana se complainant no counsel no wo betimi afa samra na ekwan so na bia se emfa se bibi na ofi se eto chima ana enkoya emra no ma ho kwan se wo betwe eye court adwen dey esiso na wa ma court na ye nia emra no ese de eye ebia nchemu bi nso na emma na ofi se we die ese ye tabri de koma eye emra court batan supreme court eno nso no ede na akonya wo ho sa enti we die eye we can say on personal discretion and also the withdraw but if in the course of that no so there are any procedure I be so follow and also no so ono so family kwan no so no ede na ofaso na emrana no ebeunity emrana be said the position I taking no he has the personal right to do so but ekwan be so na so offer ni nyina no onfasa ekwan no so emrakwan so eni kwan so obia chinchim obia ansa emra no obia ni to me echen emra no the law is the law enti say hwe na emamra ya adwuma na enko say obia we adane we wan hwe a meka say ochina bi no wan hwe a wo na ebeba oso enti say make sure say emra no be adwuma agi eni kwan so otiti obia fa ho de so eni kwan sa ndi apeku bi nso fa kwati kwan bi so na ode ye ne opeso ye de oye onfa mra kwan so na mra na be di ama no
over about 3 minutes
midasi eboso nyabutre mimi etra as a member of parliament say MPP for ton fertilizer ni di ekwan be so say wo pedia obo apaye so the fertilizers fertilizer makuafo no mo fa akire ton di ya okodwa aboso a ba kon no gbe fa 300 baht man papa wi aya ye che no mo time no no ye fertilizer ni ehunu se kro no na mo bobo mu nti no akuafo no ye be subsidize de ba mo bisa wo mo den emi samla na mo ye no the point ni se akuafo osu wo betna ha wakeke enu ase a kire nyameso mpa ye akuafo nso mo nsimo kan hu hie nti no we dey 2 MPP for so
Mr. Sir Jaboso asamono we don't want to associate ourselves with it.
On come na de Debbie station no come na make Jaboso for say me boa but the point ni say I was say ultimate defend obi a wo bobro akuafo osu wa hye suit anopaje why just one mo dey MPP for obi a omobra na won nwene he kan no mre bia no of fine scapegoat what you say Sanya man scapegoatism enya dia eboa scapegoating as a propaganda tool musuma ya no but the point aye kan say akuafo say fertilizer no ma wa wote wonom na se see ye no atoforsen anyway so elko on kanokre I know Pentecost my books o professors no pastors no o poku ayi o na sign me books the mommy say if you don't know entian kanokre ye nyina ho mfa ma no kra akuafo no obanma eye a e kan ho asem wuntumi die judgment nyame na oye the highest judge into obi a be you say oye lawyer oye judge no onyame adwuma na wugina ho dia but asema ye ni adanse etwase no bi adanse na nsan ya na muntaka okan anche hor na du se de to so say na o man ya yetimu yin no baby akodura ye si judgment esase ye chi obi a ye di atwamre bo to so no mo hwe ni ye ndc fo bi ni na kan ye I think so no mo nyadwene because they are okay kind there but let me read this when I'm done na yeko El Misfat Onyankopon di wo Hebrew mu ba kono no El Misfat that is the God of justice and righteous judgment the creator of the heavens and the earth stands as the purest and incorruptible judge esua de but I think declaring in scripture shall not the judge of all the earth do right Genesis 18:25 and affirming in the Quran indeed Allah commands justice and excellence Surah chapter 16 verse 90 justice is not a human invention it is a divine trust judgment is not a tool for manipulation it is a sacred responsibility therefore any individual institution or government that bends justice to its will distort judgment for gain or weaponizes fairness at its convenience stands already indicted before heaven. For when man assumed the throne of God in judgment, he sets his own sentence. For injustice is the seed of disgrace, and every corrupted verdict is a prophecy of inevitable destruction, both in this world and in the world to come. Yo Adomako Baafi. Ye go pu adisuano. Me mesi matene so mkinke fa wo de no. Opani wo so de ba kunye. Dey ye kan yes ye ni say. Ebi suanu ma na ato ebene. Oba ya obetoto wo mu anu wo mu gina wo si ye febrofo bi e friend no le prosecute. Me asem na substantive no court intino. I am careful say minko we jai wo mu. Court ye de no bodwe. O big contract nya de maunia mining centers. Wontumi de onimu obi. Saja mo ya no 2014 no. But the point is say judgment and vengeance are of God.
Okay.
To trap up as one pound.
I'm sorry.
Oh, so what's a mad? Ne dear will be your and a chess was a mad do. So what's a man yet dance so? Ne come you are over your and a chess was a man yet there. Dear Mini, and no interest as said in previous son. I somewhere ye did no court. Oh, and the appear could be honorable. I am a young prepare. I am a brand penny. In fact, when some Kaiser or Wombra Shebegremono. Na, ya ye shedding come up. There is another one land case be a war me constituency. I'm not part of the case, but no general moment to share me. Oh, honorable, no case or constituency more, and you didn't come on here. He's a nice, fine gentleman, and he's one man who will say it as it is. And you know, MPP for be bring penasam, and when we are yes, he a bit tunua, and then abedu will be a dream. Many other. So what there are some court. I mean, these are matters of law. What you say, the Constitution and the laws that govern this country was not written by Von D. These are matters of law. I say, wow. And they say, so what do you want some court? Who can say, Befa, Maranimini, a friend of lawyer, no, I bet you them one mouth. Now, when the lawyer and I can wait Trianica, no, I bet you them one can some mouth. So, your lawyer, Afe. Mu komo enimu na se wo asem no wo akofa lawyer ni na aba se onyine mu ma no emra ma ho kwan se wo ka se lawyer no ye a wo di ma asem ama me de mempani bi o aninti mama ni ni asem na ama me bi o etoso mienu emra nso sanso ma no ho kwan se lawyer ni no so a wo di asam no embrama ho kwan se obetimi aka se
yapon na sori enko
obetimi aka se ejume ya meye mi nye bi o na de na lawyer no ebetimi agina so no aka se ade mi nye bi o number 1 ebi anasika opese client ne tua no
vero ne nam
wan tua enti mi nye bi o eno no ekwan ye fa so jaye ne se odi ade e friend motion odi krat abekọ akoto judge fo anim na judge na hwem se saa na tie ade a me ma ho kwan letimi jaye etoso mienu ebi wa strategically they do not agree both the client and the lawyer no strategically they are not agreeing on certain principles and position ebi a uko court ni ebisa o say ya kan say client is there be yes na call make say so strategically they may not agree and inti and also lawyer betimi akọ court no aka court say we are not agreeing on principles and strategies in dealing with the matter until my withdraw the court would have to give judgment whether or not we be withdraw and we won't withdraw and you remember we be faso na mo ye die and there could be die ye nim die ntia o se wo free chema wontumi achi
nti ni jaye
wadi asem no beba o ma me wie asema me bisa okay so tie wadi asem na wie ya sheda se ye the judgment beba no ehọ na wo say court ni ye biribi a wona nwe ho na nye sa otra no wo ka no ka wie na kuma wo no a na kuma wo kuma wo no
na ka wa se
wo no na ka we wie ona mo na ne ko kuma wo no
wo ba
de tie me chire ni de
example na mind
ai no kweda bi tie asem die no bebi ate akobi wo ho asem no eni se wo de decline be fa asem die tie odi ne be fa asem die no odi na fa asem die no wie ye twa so ten aka judge odi na nudi sam baba betu just say na asem no nko we wie wudi ani nyina wo ne hwe yo bi omu no afa na house judge ni court ni ya ade bi a won panti we jai say ade no waso awie de obaso ano waso awie na ne o se me jai wo jai akoye dan you see a strategy sometimes lawyers do these things to arrest judgment from it being delivered within a particular date. Okay. So it's a strategy.
No, teacher.
But I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. But whatever it is, they are working Kenya with their money. They are working Kenya with their money. Just 1 second. 1 second. They are working Kenya with their money. Judgment will be delivered.
Yes.
And it will be delivered to serve the interests of Ghana. Justice.
Yes.
That will belong to God.
Read it.
So forget about what you're saying.
Read it. One thing.
But I'm not
diversions.
MVP communication.
Oh yes, because you can't pray on India.
Good. Oh, I didn't know.